everybody. Welcome to the Dirt Road Farmer. Well, we are going to do something a little different. We have added precision farming to our farm, and yes, what this is going to do, supposedly, is it's going to help us save money by applying just the right amount of fertilizer, the perfect amount of lime, and the seed rate. So up here in the top left hand corner, you can see we have a pH value, which is lime application. And right now, where the tractor is setting, you can see that our goal is to get to the checkered flag. So it needs to apply 0.25%. And it says it's increasing the pH to optimal value for sandy loam. That's what, 6.5%. All right, so let's pull up our HUD. I've already got this guy programmed in. He's got a temporary course, first waypoint, and let's just tell him to start spreading lime. And once he does, we'll see, or we should see, him bringing that up. So it's all about trying to save money and get the best crop, the best yield that we can get. Alright, now as you can see, alright, it keeps changing because there's different places in the ground, in the soil, that needs more than other places. So that's what it's doing for us. All right. Now, basically what this amounts to is probably every time we harvest a crop, it's in order to bring it up to where it is good and where it's perfect, we're going to have to apply lime. And as you can see, it's changing. It constantly changes to adapt to the amount that we need on the ground. All right, now let's jump out. And now, if you look down here in the right-hand corner, we have a precision farming info center, and it says the pH value is perfect. Whereas if we go over here, we're in the red. It's bad. So, yes. And it also says that the nitrogen level is perfect already. So we're not going to have to add any fertilizer to get the best crop, the best yield out of this field. So I think this is going to be a great add-on, and yes, can't wait to get started and see what our yields are going to be. Now in this particular field here, we're going to plant corn because we need some corn silage. So if we're thinking about doing any cows at all, we've got to have silage, and I do not at all want to buy silage. Kind of a rule of thumb with me is if I can't raise the feed for my animals, well then, you know, I'm not going to have any animals, because that feed cost, it runs expensive. So, but anyway, I wanted to introduce that to you and show you what we're doing, and we're going to try to get these fields done. Now I know you might say, well, you ain't done any soil samples yet. Yes, I did. I bought the soil samples. To save time, I bought the soil samples. And you can see over here in this field that the pH level is bad. So we're going to have to apply lime over here to bring it up to perfect. So, all right, well, we're going to get this harvester out of the field. We're going to let that guy spread some lime, and I'll get back with you. All right, well, this guy is just about to get this field limed, and I have noticed that in different places, like at the end of his row, he's not, well, let me put it like this. He's leaving some areas, just like that one back there. Now, maybe it doesn't need lime there, but I've also noticed that at the end of his row, he's shutting the lime spreader off before he actually gets to the end. See over there, where he's left that? I don't know exactly why. He's done the same thing here. He quit before he got to the end. Now, I'm not understanding that, and I don't know that I like it. So probably what we will do is we'll touch that up, because I don't like that. You're going to do the job, do it right, and that's, to me, that's not right. So, anyway, I don't know why, but that's what we're looking at, and you're seeing it the same as I am. So, but anyway, I think we'll just touch that up, and we'll get him over in the other field and let him get the application over there. But you can definitely tell in the price of lime that he's spreading that the price is down. Huh. All right, well, looks like he's done. So we'll just go and touch up these places. Maybe what we'll do is we'll get out and let's go over here and just walk down this path and see. If it still says it's perfect, then we don't need to, and it does. It says that it's perfect right there. Huh. Well, maybe he's smarter than I am, which wouldn't take a whole lot, I guarantee you, but what about right here? Says it's perfect. I guess that's why he didn't apply any lime. All right. Well, we don't need to touch up. If it's perfect, it's perfect. That's just the way it is. All right, let's bring up our small HUD, and we'll get over here, and we're going to get this guy programmed in to do the other field. And I think while he is applying lime over here on this field, I think we'll get started planting this field. So now, you know how we use a direct drill. And the reason we do is there's no need to come in and cultivate or change the soil texture because our planter will do both. It'll change the soil texture, and we've already got the first stage of fertilizer on that field. So now that we have precision farming, it will tell our planter how much fertilizer to put on there according to what seed we're planting, and that will change. It's so much fertilizer for corn. That value will change if we're planting soybeans. So yes, it's pretty interesting. All right, let's get in here. Of course, we got to wait for it to save. All right, let's clear the current course, and let's give him another course. Let's see, this is the 3 fields that we plowed together. So let's create a job. Field position. Oh, about right there. Generate a course. Everything looks good there. Field work course. Okay, we've got that done. All right. Well, we've got a temporary course in there. First waypoint. Let's just tell him go to work. And again, like I said, it's he's going to apply only what the field needs. So, and as you can see, our values have changed according to what we needed over in the other field. So, all right. There we go. And he's applying only what we need. All right, well, let's let him do that, and we'll jump out. We'll go get a planter, and like I said, I think we're going to plant corn in that field. So let's get the other planter and get on with it. All right. Let's unfold this planter because we need to fill it up with fertilizer. And this one takes liquid fertilizer. And let's remove the caps. Alright, let's see if we can fill it right there. Yes, we're filling the liquid fertilizer. Good deal. Alright. And now, let's back up to this. And this is where we'll get our grain, or not our grain, but our seed. Alright, let's move over here where we can see what we're doing. And, well, that didn't take much, but we refilled the seed. All right. We're full of fertilizer and we're full of seed. Good deal. Now, we're just going to this field right here, so I'll have to fold it back up because they want to unfold it. So, we'll get over here. Now we want this guy to plant corn because we're going to chop this corn for silage. And you'll see whenever we get on this field with this planter how much fertilizer it says we're going to need. Yes. Looky there. It says we're going to need, what, plus 70%? All right. Let's set up a new course for him. We got to clear the current course. All right, and then we are going to create a course for him. All right, it's field 94, so we're looking at right there. Let's generate a course. All right, multiple tools 1, number of headlands 2. Yeah, that'll be all right. Start working on, no, we don't want him to work on the headland first. We want him to work on the up and down, on the center first. All right, let's generate the fieldwork course. All right, we've got that done. All right, and it looks like he's going to start right down here. So let's bring up the small HUD. Temporary course, first waypoint. And let's just tell him to do it. That's pretty interesting how on the places that he left, it didn't need any line. That's very interesting. Huh. Boy, you know, and maybe that's due to the fact that the old way that we would apply lime, we run past and applied lime over areas that really didn't need it. So, yeah, that's very interesting, and I can see where it's going to save us some money. So as you can see, it's going to apply fertilizer only as much as it needs to for corn. Now, where you're going to see that it's going to be very interesting at, and that's when we plant soybeans. Soybeans requires very little fertilizer because, and you can see there, see how you see where our target area is at, where the checkered flag is? Yeah, it's not needing very much. We're not applying very much. Isn't that something? All right. Now, if we jump down out of this guy, and go over here and look, everything is perfect. pH values perfect, nitrogen levels perfect. Yeah, very good. And it looks like our yield potential is at 125%. Man, very good. All right. It looks like we're going to get like 18.4 to the hectare. Man, that's great. All right. Well, yeah. We're just going to let him plant, and I'll get back with you in a little bit. All right. Well, this guy is busy spreading lime. We turn our HUD back on. Yeah, it shows us how much lime he's spreading. And remember, the checkered flag is where you want to be. So that's where you have a perfect pH level. So yeah, Our other guy is working hard over there planting, and you can tell up there by the money going down that we're not spreading much lime at all and fertilizer. Yeah, because we're having to pay for the lime and the fertilizer, and that's coming out every inch of the way. We're paying for it, but it is considerably cheaper, a lot cheaper, doing it this way. So, yes. Now, whenever we get up here, I think I know why he's shutting it down there, because, let's get out of him. We used to have it set to where he would raise late and lower early, which meant he would start spreading lime out here before he got over here. So this is, this has got extra lime on it. It doesn't need any. Isn't that something? That's just fantastic. All right, and it says our nitrogen level is perfect, which means we're not going to be spreading much fertilizer. It's perfect. So that'll only be in spots, I guess. However, what you need to understand, soybeans actually produces nitrogen in the ground. It actually produces nitrogen. So anytime you're planting soybeans, you're not going to be applying much nitrogen or fertilizer at all, because it produces its own. Now that's what I've been told. So as you can tell, we harvested soybeans out of this field, and the nitrogen level is still perfect. So yes, ain't that something? Now if we go over here and look at our pH level where we haven't spread any lime, all right, most of it's good. So we're not applying much lime at all on this field. At all. Right there it says it's good. Alright? So it's bringing it up to where it says it's perfect, which is a darker green. We'll go over here and look where he applied the lime. Alright, that's the darker green. That's perfect. Alright. Well, we're just going to let these guys get along, and I'll get back with you when we get a little farther. Alright. Well, we bought a new planter seeder. This is a new mod that just come out. It's a Stara, and it plants everything. I mean everything. And we just got through filling it up with fertilizer and seed. So we'll close all of our hatches. Yes, it'll plant everything from wheat to cotton. So anyway, we got this so that if we have some smaller fields, we can use it to plant with. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to jump out of him. We've got this over here because we're going to tidy up the corners. Big Bud is going to plant for us, and we'll get him over here and get him programmed in. And it looks like our other planter is doing a good job planting the corn. So, yes, making headway. Now, I wanted to stop right here before we go any farther because I wanted to bring this to your attention. Let's jump out. Go over here where we've planted. Now, up here on the field info, do you see we do not have the yield bonus? And we don't have the how much fertilizer is on it anymore? Yeah. But if you come down here on the precision farming and look at the expected yield, it says 98%. We did not mulch this field. We did not mulch it. So, yes, this may be saving us a ton of money. All right. Let's go over here and let's get back in Big Bud, get him programmed in and get him planting. And I think we're going to plant soybeans right back in that field. Because we've got a lot of canola planted and it'll be coming due real soon. So we'll go down here just a little ways. That's probably good enough. Roll out here on the field a little bit. All right. And let's, well, of course we got to wait for it to save. All right, let's clear the current course. Let's put a new course in him. This is field 143 is where we're at. No, it is not. It's 140, 141, and 142. That's where we're at. Let's create a job, Courseplay field work, and right about right there is where we're going to put it. Let's create the course. One tool, 2 headland passes. We want him to start on the center first. All right, everything looks good. Generate the fieldwork course. All right, we've got that done. It looks like he's going to go to the other end and start, because he's going to start on the headland passes first. So let's just tell him to go for it. All right. Now, as you can see, we are way over on fertilizer. If you go up there in the top right-hand corner, you'll see where the checkered flag's at. We've got more than enough fertilizer, so we will not be applying any fertilizer. That's isn't that something? So this is going to be a whole lot cheaper on us. Plus, our yield will probably be a lot better. So, yes, absolutely. All right, well, we're going to wait for him to get up here, and I'll get back with you whenever he does. All right, well, he's up here where he wants to start. And as you can see, we are not applying any fertilizer. All we're doing is applying seed. That's it. And if we jump out, we can go over here and look. And we're perfect on our pH level, perfect on nitrogen, and we're 98% yield. So, and that's because we're not going to roll it. If we roll it, we'd be at 100%, but we're not going to roll it. Yield potential 100%, 6.3 to the hectare. All right, well, we're going to touch up the corners with our new planter, and I'll get back with you whenever we get down there. All right. Let's see if we can get this guy unfolded. Looks like a nice planter, I'll tell you. All right. Like I said, this is just what we normally do, or what I normally do. I gotta quit saying we, because you may not do this, and that would be perfectly fine. This is not a necessary to come in here and do this before your main planter has a chance to. It's just something that I do. So let's turn him on, lower him. Oh, wait a minute, we don't want to do that yet. We're planting soybeans. All right, now we're planting soybeans. All right, turn him on, lower him, and we'll just, all we're doing is just touching up the corners. You know, before the main planter gets over here, because he's going to make on his headland passes, he'll make a smooth round curve here, and some of it he'll miss. So we just come in here and do this, and as you can see up there in the top right hand corner, we're not applying any fertilizer at all. Okay. All we're doing is just touching up these corners, and I'm sure you've seen me do this before. All right. Well, I should have got over a little bit more, shouldn't I? All right. Well, I'm just going to touch up all four of these corners, and I'll get back with you when we get a little farther along. All right, our guy that's planting corn, he is on his last headland pass, and we didn't have to clean up the corners on him because I've got him set to do a sharp turn. So that means he'll pull up there just like he's doing now, and he'll back up and he'll plant a straight row. So very good. All right, well, we're going to let him finish that up, and we'll go over and check on Big Bud and see how he's getting along. And let's jump out of this tractor and let's see what we've got in this field. All right, our yield, expected yield is 122%. Boy, yield potential 125%. Very good, very good. All right, well, so far I am impressed with this precision farming. Absolutely. All right, well, we'll go over and we'll check on Big Bud now and see how he's getting along. Well, Big Bud is getting right along. Oh yeah, he's come a long way. We've already got the corners cleared up, so whenever he starts his headland passes and he completes them, this field will be planted. Very good. All right. Hi, Sue. How are you today? You're doing an awful good job. Of course, you always do a good job. Yeah, she stays busy. All right. Yeah, she'll drive the big trucks. She drives the tractors, harvesters, whatever you want to put her on. She's a farm girl. She'll get it done, I guarantee you. All right. Well, we're just going to let her do it, and we'll check back with her when she gets a little farther along. All right. Well, it looks like Sue has just about got this field planted. Very good. She's on her last headland pass, and she doesn't have much of that left to do. All right, very good. Well, I guess we'll call this a video. If you've liked this content, please go down there and give me a like. I'd sure appreciate it. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, please do. That'd be great. If you'd like to share this video, that would be awesome. As for the Dirt Road Farmer, I think we're going to call it a day. And as always, thank you for watching.